Let's be real here. I'm pretty sure most of us would love to be seen or recognized for the things that we're doing in game development or even content creation. Ultimately, game developers and content creators, we are all artists and we all have a passion for what we do. The trick is, how do we go about being seen? This knowledge is mostly unknown at this point. From the 13 years that I've been doing game design, I've seen 3 major paths to success, and you can take all of them at pretty much the same time. My name's RayBenefield. Game development is one of my special interests, and today we're going to talk about the 3 different paths that exist and ways that you can walk down each and why they're important to know. Before we get into it, I wanted to show you one of my featured games. It's probably the most recognizable out of the lot, and it's called Reflection. Reflection was inspired by the paintings of MC Escher. When you jump on in, grab yourself a custom loadout of whatever guns you want. Use this map to practice both your aim as well as learning to pressure opponents. I'm super excited to be building Reflection in multiple game engines, and this time, since I won't be limited by Fortnite, I'll actually add the concept of endless staircases. As we go through this list, I'm going to order them by the most controllable but the slowest, all the way down to the most explosive, but the most difficult to pull off. The first path, one that I recommend most people focus on mainly, is the path of value. There are 2 core concepts in a path of value. The first being, of course, value, which is how much and what kind of value are you giving to others. And this could include help content like tutorials or direct support, or even offering to solve some sort of problem. The other concept is influence. Influence is a product of value, and the more value that you provide to others, the more influence that you gain, and this influence is used to build more support for others. The beauty of this path of value is that there's so many different problems that need to be solved in this world. The trick is finding which one works best for you. Some of the most common types of problems that people look to solve are things like loneliness, and this is where streaming content comes into play, or they hit a roadblock, and this is where you look up a YouTube video to figure out how to fix your TV, or maybe you're looking for knowledge and you're lacking in some of it. This is where all the research content comes in. And finally, a lot of people are looking to solve boredom. The most common one is finding entertainment to keep you preoccupied with your time. The reason this path is first on my list is because it's something that you need to consistently work on over time. You need to maintain this and constantly keep it in focus. Build help content and grow your influence by providing as much value as you can. The trick here is that you have to find a focus that fits for you. What do you know about? What do you specialize in? What are you good at? This is important, and this path can lead to lots of long-term supporters that have your full trust. Knowing the type of help that you can provide to people is very important. If you know of a concept that you help in, please drop a comment below. I'd love to start a discussion. The second path is the path of speed. This has the highest return on investment, but it has less opportunity than a path of value. Every opportunity I get, I try to recommend people to prioritize a path of speed whenever that path opens up. This entire path is almost completely dominated by a concept that I call first mover advantage. Most of the current top creators and top developers used this path in order to achieve their current success, and that's why I recommend it so often. Now, this is a concept I haven't quite done yet, so subscribe to the channel, make sure you turn on notifications so you don't miss this crucial video on first mover advantage. The main skill that you need to focus on for this path is understanding how to track trends and understand popular content. For example, Among Us, Fall Guys, Battle Royale. Popular concept is such an important concept to this because the basic idea is that you want to be first to something. There's obviously a lot more than that, but it's very important. It's important to understand the implication that succeeding through a path of speed can result in a lot more resentment from the people that follow you, as opposed to a path of value where you earn long-term supporters because you're adding direct value to them. Path number 3 is a path of hope. So that gives us path of value, path of speed, and a path of hope. A core characteristic that'll show you that somebody used a path of hope to get there will be that they had a massive burst of gains with a low amount of stickiness. By which I mean, this is where all the one-hit wonders and the memes and the viral videos, the people who do this kind of content, those succeeded through a path of hope. And sure, this can be gamed to a degree. You can understand some fads, do some analysis, and understand why people like the things that they do. Some people try to mimic certain viral things in order to succeed on this path. A path of hope borders alongside a path of speed. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that it's typically people that get first to a concept, but the concept doesn't have long-term value or enough depth to have stickiness. A lot of the content that will push creators down a path of hope ends up being different kinds of viral videos. For example, to solve boredom, you have the entertaining viral videos. To solve curiosity, you have the fun fact trivia viral videos. And then to solve things like roadblocks, you have the niche life hack solution videos. Success on a path of hope can lead to an audience that ultimately can dismiss you. For example, you were part of a meme. You had one viral video. You didn't really help anybody or be first to something. You don't deserve your success. Every single path uses momentum in a different way, and it's very important to understand the types of content and the types of skills that you need to build momentum on every single one of these paths. On the same note, it's very important to recognize that building momentum on one isn't mutually exclusive. You can build momentum on the other two as well. The key takeaways for every single one of these paths is that you need to focus on mainly walking down a path of value, trying to create help content 24/7 and adding to the world. But never miss a single opportunity to become a first mover and walk a path of speed. And on the flip side, ignore a path of hope. It's not worth it to invest time in that. Seriously, way too many people try to walk a path of hope, end up failing. Don't be one of them. Instead, focus on the next video where we talk about first mover advantage. If it's not there, it's coming tomorrow, so subscribe, do the notifications, all that stuff. Otherwise, check out the previous playlist and catch up on all the previous tips, including the last one where we talk about early advertising. See you tomorrow.